Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am back with another Indian restaurant. As you can tell, I'm standing in the restaurant because this is right at the signal, so I couldn't stand outside and shoot the introduction. I am at Pure Indian Cooking, and this place was brought to my notice by one of you guys who highly recommended it and asked me to check it out. I checked out the website and the people behind this restaurant, and I was really intrigued, and that's how I am here for the latest episode, Pure Indian Cooking. I'm not going to waste any more time because I'm really excited to meet the people who are behind this restaurant, try the food, and of course I'm bringing you with me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button. Let's do this, guys. Okay, starting with the menu, they've got a few of their special cocktails, really nice tasting menu, and then they have got their full menu here, which actually I like that it is got lots of choices but also not crazy big, slightly compact. Some of the things I am loving. God, they have got some very exciting chicken dishes, vegetarian dishes. Oh wow. Right, this is going to be really hard to choose. Time to head to the kitchen. Always the most exciting bit for me. Oh, I can get some really nice smells in there. So this is the Patra chaat. That's the southern style spice chicken. The lacha paratha is here, and that is Mangalorean chicken. That's the saag and porial. That's the chicken biryani, the dal makhani, a little bit of yogurt, and the garlic naan and the chili naan. And that is the tandoori prawn. Everything looks and smells incredible, and you saw how they made everything in the kitchen, which you saw yourselves.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Shilpa Dandekar. So I'm the chef patron of Pure Indian Cooking. This basically restaurant we started 10 years back with me and my husband. I have been chef for last 25 years, almost 25 years.
Yeah.
And then my husband is front of the house manager, and obviously I worked as a head chef. So the idea was to come up with something of our own, as we thought that we make a perfect team.
So both sides are covered, the front
Yes.
of the house and the kitchen.
Yes, so that is what the entire idea. As we always worked, my husband worked only for Taj brand for like 15-16 years continuously. I worked for different brands, different restaurants. So when we work for bigger restaurant, you always think, you know, the hospitality
Yeah.
industry, you always see the greener side of it. Oh, the restaurants are busy, it's full. So even if you open something of your own small,
Yeah.
so you will just get flooded. But the
Yeah.
reality check was something different when we
Yeah.
started this place.
But you actually trained in India.
I worked 2.5 years, not a lot.
Okay.
But 2.5 years to be specific, with Taj groups.
Okay.
So I worked in Taj Lands End,
Yeah.
where I met my husband.
Ah, I
basically.
see.
So, and then we decided to come to London.
But you then worked at various places.
Yes, after coming to London.
Yes.
After coming to London. So I did my hotel management from Rizvi, College of Hotel Management and Catering, and then I started my career with Taj in specialty Indian restaurant, masala.
Oh, I see.
Masala bhi.
But then you didn't just work in Indian restaurants. You tried your hand at
Different cuisines,
Different cuisines.
restaurants. Yes, I worked for British pubs as well. So there was an Irish couple who they were running at that time. So I worked with them. So got to know a lot of their traditional recipes,
Yeah.
how they exactly cook, and like a rustic cooking basically,
Yeah.
you can say. And then I worked for a lot of small grill restaurants.
How come you chose this location of Putney Bridge?
It just
for your-
happened basically, not exactly we chose, because when we were thinking about like opening our restaurant, so this is what the perfect size what we thought we were looking for. Everything fitted in the budget what we had, like
Yeah.
a tiny budget
Yeah.
that time. So that is we did the viewings and everything, and then we said, okay, this is a perfect place, because this is like a mixture. You are in Fulham, but you're very close to Putney at the
Okay.
same time. So
Okay.
they say, but this is a Fulham high street. It doesn't look like a high street though.
Yeah.
But we thought that we will get benefit from Putney crowd as well. Like
Okay.
people can just cross the bridge and come
Yeah.
on this side of the Fulham, and
Yeah.
then when you go on the back side of this road, they are quite residential. They're full of residential
Yeah.
crowd.
Yeah.
So which we thought that this is a perfect location for us to start.
Amazing.
So that is how we started.
Wow. And then all the Indian restaurants I've been to have got, not fancy, I wouldn't call fancy, but names like, like
Spice names
Thecha or gunpowder. I don't think I've covered a single Indian restaurant that is,
What they do exactly.
Yeah, exactly. What they do exactly.
So my idea of naming Pure as Pure, because it reflects on the authenticity. Like it's like all the ingredients basically what we use in cooking, right from our suppliers, or even from the sources to plate, everything. There's a lot of hard work, there's a lot of thinking goes into it. So
Okay.
I think it's that process is completely pure. That was the name for me too. And then for him was like, how they say French cooking, French cuisine all the time. So why don't we add that cooking into it? So we had little bit of debate on that. So nobody won that debate basically, and then we said, okay, half of name is mine and half of is yours. So that is what the entire name came
But it
down.
actually kind of simplifies because people know where they're coming. There is
Yes.
no like, doubts or questions.
Questions
of,
what kind of
exactly,
cuisine you
exactly.
are,
Is
or
it going to
what
be
you
modern
do,
Indian
yes.
or is just pure Indian cooking?
Cooking, yes.
Yeah,
so
no, I totally like that. But now you have had this restaurant for 10 years,
10
but
years,
you've
yes.
got another new restaurant,
Yes.
and that is very different to this.
Very different, I would say. Not really different, but that is more on since the area where it is located, like South Kensington.
Okay.
So it gets more, I would say, over here I believe in doing like really quality cooking and bit rustic style, you can say. And then I wanted to do more finer version of pure.
Okay.
So that is how we started in Pravas, so when you go to Pravas, you can see some of the signature dishes of pure are still there in Pravas. But the presentation wise it is more refined, and then the kind of meat I use, there are a lot of different types of meat included on that. Different types of cooking technique is involved than what I do in pure, because I just wanted to push my boundary as a chef, that okay, I have done this is done and dusted, so what is next for me? So even since the time we have started Pravas in last 2 years, I have always like keep on experimenting, pushing myself, because once I always think like, okay, I have achieved something, what is next for me? What is next for me? I don't want to get to that stage where I'm just stagnant and I don't know what I have to do. I have to just go to restaurant, just work and then go home. That's not what I look for. I look for some exciting bit all the time.
So coming back to this food, what is your favorite dish on the menu at Pure?
My favorite is which is everybody's favorite actually, which is dal makhani.
Oh, okay.
So this is like a traditional slow cooked black lentils which comes from northern part of India, but this is my take on that.
Okay.
So after cooking like a lot of times, I've come to one recipe which works the best for me.
Okay.
So this is what I have on the table for you. Then lasuni palak. So which is the homemade spinach, but refined version of it, what I can see. So it has got a little bit of smoky taste, buttery taste, so it's quite rich. Then the next dish is even the patra chaat. So that got a story behind particular story behind that dish. So patra, basically where I come from Maharashtra, Mumbai. So being a Maharashtrian, we eat a snack called as aloo vadi. Aloo vadi is like made in that colocasia leaf. We also grew up with that particular snack. So when we were supposed to launch Pure, so for him was like, we should always have one street food kind of, included in the menu. People love chaat. So he suggested me, why don't we do palak patta chaat? Then palak patta chaat, to me again, it was like, okay, most of the restaurants they do palak patta chaat. So what's new what you're going to do? So it just randomly we were having discussion and I said, why don't we do aloo vadi chaat, so like a patra chaat. So he said, no, it's not going to take. Even I shared the idea with my mom and my auntie even. So they said, oh, this is not eaten like that. It has to be eaten by itself. So I said, why not to try? Because some of the flavors you can I just imagine in my, on my mind, and I always think, okay, these are the flavors can work.
Together.
Or they can together. Some of the spices can go together. I tried and it came off so good. So for him, I was like quite impressed, and he said, okay, we are going to put, because he was very reluctant to first put it on the menu.
Oh my God. So that's why the reason I ordered it was because I have never seen patra chaat. Chaat, palak patta chaat, you're right. Most of the restaurants have
Chana
it.
chaat, palak patta chaat,
aloo chaat. But patra chaat, nobody's got
this
it.
This is what it is, So that sometimes, when I agree that sometimes, your R&D goes wrong even. It's not always that it has to work, as a chef, you imagine something, but by the time it comes to plate, it's something disaster happens, But when the basic combinations cannot go wrong, that is the way you can, try to work on those kind of combinations even. So, that chaat has to be something, sweet, tangy, then sometimes spicy, you know,
Yeah.
people love. But I did not make this particular one spicy. There's no green chutney because I wanted that ayuvadi, the patra, the taste has to come through. So I keep in my mind, you know,
Oh, thank you
that where I want to keep the original flavor to come through, stand out as a hero ingredient.
Yeah.
That's what I always try.
Yeah, I can't wait to tuck in. I'm gonna actually plate some of this stuff up. So I've got a bit of everything on my plate, every single bit, and now I'm gonna finally tuck in. And I've also got some masala chai. Oh my god, I'm starting with the prawns because I want to. Got a little kick, I can taste it.
There's some more butter for you over there.
They bathed it in butter.
Butter, yeah.
Oh, it's got the perfect spice, like heat also. Gentle.
So like a seafood and the brown butter combination is always works. So that brown butter is already spiced as well with garlic, chili, coriander in that.
Going for patra chaat next. I've enjoyed a lot of patra when I lived in Bombay. You're right that you can actually taste the patra, but have all the elements of the chaat with it.
Chaat would be.
It's delicious. And I've not seen patra in any restaurants I've been to. The naan. The dal is creamy and you can tell it's like slowly cooked. That lasuni palak, oh, everything is so good. Really good.
It's Mangalorean chicken.
I love a good chicken curry. And I saw you had a butter chicken, but I stopped myself from ordering butter chicken because
You have to try the.
you have everywhere you go you get butter chicken, but you don't get variety.
Butter chicken was not on the menu. This year we put butter chicken on the menu.
Why? Because people ask for it?
People ask.
If actually,
We try
love
to
her.
convince them, you know, try Mangalorean. Some people do, they do change. Instead of tikka masala or butter chicken, they try Mangalorean. But some people are just adamant that they want to have butter chicken or tikka masala. They
But
will not change.
actually that southern spice chicken is so lovely. It's got a little bit more heat, but it's very different to
Different,
the
yes.
Mangalorean chicken.
Southern chicken was one of my early days recipe. So I wanted to do something on Mangalorean and Southern both come from obviously the southern part of India. So when we started the Mangalorean always been on the menu. Southern what came later on. So since this one is not really spicy, so I wanted to add some spiced thing on the menu. And when I experimented with the, you know, like fennel, black pepper, chili, ginger, so these are and then coconut, you know, these are the base of the South Indian food, so you can never go wrong with all these spices. But when I made that, it came off amazing. And there was a time and I was like, okay, you know what, there are two chicken which are from southern part, so I'll took off southern chicken from the menu and I replaced with some other chicken which was from the northern part of the of India, which was my own recipe. Like I made a stuffed chicken roulade, you know, based on yogurt and cream sauce, which is like very northern, you know, kind of rich food. And then the regulars, they didn't like it. They said that if you don't put, like few people they would just used to love. They said you have to get the southern chicken back. Then I had to get the
I
southern
agree
chicken
actually.
back
If
on
you
that.
took that off, I would be, if I was like here, living here.
Yeah.
Everything is so good. And the chai is really nice too. Guys, not to forget a dessert. This is broken wheat halwa. So there's a dish, actually, I might actually have covered it in my vegetarian book, lapsi. And this is inspired by that, and chef has created a halwa from that broken wheat, and it's served with brown butter ice cream. And I'm digging in. It's nice and warm with the cold ice cream. It's not too sweet.
I'll hate sweet. Means too much sweet.
Right, I have finished eating. After that pudding, I can hardly move. Everything was delicious. What was my highlight? I think that patra chaat was just something I haven't had in an Indian restaurant before, and I love trying new things. The chicken curries, both of them were so different and so good. Everything has been really, really nice. A lovely, great team, and that dessert was proper desi style, which was fantastic. So if you are near Putney, if you are in London and if you have to travel out a little bit, or if you are planning and you want to try a nice Indian food, then this is the place you need to look for. I actually really want to try her other restaurant now, so hopefully one day I'll get there. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, let me know what you're thinking about this series so far, and if you have any recommendations for places I should definitely try, then you can let me know about those too. Till then, bye.